Hey Dad, I hate I can't be there today, but did want to try to be involved in some sort of way. So I wrote you a letter and thought I'd record myself reading it to you. Hope you enjoy it. Here it goes. It's hard to imagine that you've been at Woolsey Baptist Church for 25 years now, a quarter of a century. I was just 4 years old when we got here, but it seems like not that long ago when we were at the old church and used to play kickball with the wars in the big field. I guess a lot has changed since then. When I think back over this time, the thought that keeps coming back to my mind is how you've been faithful. I recently read an article about Jim Elliot's brother. His story is much less known, but for 60 years now he has spent preaching the gospel in Peru. He described his brother Jim, the one who at 28 years old became a martyr as he sought to take the Gospels to the Aka Indians, as a great meteor streaking through the sky. Randy Alcorn, the man who wrote the piece, went on to say that Bert wasn't a shooting star like his brother, but instead was a faint star that rose night after night, faithfully crossing the same path in the sky to God's glory. When I read that, I thought of you, Dad. I thought that you're like that second star. I think how you've loved the people of this church so deeply for 25 years. How you sought to week in and week out to be faithful to preach God's Word. How you've studied and sought to grow in your understanding of God and His ways. How you persevered through times of criticism and trials. How you're continually seeking to lead the church forward in impacting the local community and the whole world with the gospel. How you've daily walked in a way that is above reproach. And you've done this for 25 years. In a day when people jump from one thing to another and are flippant about commitments, you've been the exception. You've stayed the course through the good and through the bad. All the while, you've been the best dad that I could ever imagine, loving us unconditionally, deeply involved in our lives, holding us to high standards, always available and willing to listen no matter how busy or tired you were. When I think about soon being a dad, you are the model for me. In Philippians 2, when Paul was commending Epaphroditus to the Philippians, he says to receive him in the Lord with all joy and to honor men such as him. Dad, tonight it is fitting to honor you and all that God has accomplished through your life. I hope that tonight we can express our thankfulness for you and at the same time marvel at and praise our God, who's the one who has ultimately brought this all about. Know that I love you very much and am so proud to call you my dad. I can't wait to see y'all when I get back. Bye.